Oh man, sorry. I unmuted my desktop audio instead of my mic. Thanks, Mariska. Yeah. Okay, this video has just been silent for like the last 2 minutes. Well, basically, first pick Educator. Educator's extremely strong. I took Noble thinking that Master Renovator might come back, and then Noble plus Master Renovator would be good. And then I think Delivery Man here because the clay might be relevant for the Master Renovator. Also, I haven't really seen a reason to take Baker's Servant yet. And Kelp Gatherer could be an okay way of getting food for my Educator, except that it's a little unreliable and you need like a cooking hearth or a way of eating the vegetables. So, yeah. So I'm playing an EIK WM France deck G45 game with Barbarossa, 89, Alexandria, and Phantom. So self-employee would help me get to the Educator cheaper limit faster, but other than that, it doesn't do anything. I actually, if I knew 100% I was going to get a veggie card back, I would take gluten-free baker here because I could take 2 vegetables. Educator plays gluten-free baker. I get 8 food. That helps me play other occupations. Or I could take Forest Farmer here. Noble will make Plowsow unblockable, so I could go on Plowsow and jump to other stuff. Forest Farmer or gluten-free baker, I think, is the two options here. You know what? I'm gonna speculate on the gluten-free baker here. I haven't seen that many cards that help me feed. So if I could play Educator into the vegetable card, the vegetable day labor card, that would be pretty good. And then it did not come back, unsurprisingly. I could do Tower Builder. Tower Builder, double Reno, then Noble would give me unblockable family growth. Or I could take something like Old Miser, which makes my makes it way easier for me to feed. It's also like food neutral, which I kind of like with cards like Educator in the round 1 harvest. Like I play it and then immediately I can pay 2 fewer. I think with Noble I should have a pretty reasonable point ceiling. I think I can take Old Miser here. Although I do kind of like the idea of Tower Builder plus Noble. And then if I saw a card like Lighthouse, I would have a really excellent incentive to go for a Stone Room early. I think probably we'll take Old Miser here. And then Master Renovator did come back. Alright. So I think I'm going to go for a pretty early Stone House with Master Renovator. I think that's the plan. And then Shepherd Boy actually is relevant with an early Stone House play. So I didn't get any way of eating a bunch of I didn't get a way of accumulating a bunch of food in stage 1. So something like, yeah, I probably want to go for the first fireplace, I guess, right? So House Goat is good. House Goat is really excellent. Dragonfly Pond is pretty good. I actually think I'll take Dragonfly Pond over House Goat, and the reason is that Dolly's Mother plus Shepherd Boy would be pretty nice, and I think it might come back, so that looks okay. Also with Grotto here, there's going to be a high demand for food in stage 1, so I really have to be aware of that. Yeah, House Goat's the better card, but I think I take Dragonfly Pond here because it gives an extra food in stage 1, which is going to be important. Also, then it still allows for me to breed into my house with Dolly's Mother. I think this is probably a clay hut extension pick. With Master Renovator, I can reno at the end of round 7, start player round 8 with clay hut extension to family growth in round 9. And then it gives the early part of the game for me to just focus on building up my farm. There are a lot of good cards here, actually. Artist Garden is great. Clay Hut Extension is great. Clay Roof is great. Tuileries Garden is probably the weakest here, although with Noble, Tuileries Garden could actually be really outstanding. Muddy Bog, like Muddy Bog plus Clay Roof together. I'm going to take Clay Hut Extension and then hope that Muddy Bog comes back. If it doesn't, Tuileries Garden would be fine. The problem with Tuileries Garden with an early stone reno strategy is, of course, that you want to use your stone to reno rather than to do lots of stone miners. Yeah, Tuileries plus Artist Garden. Yep, it's a good combo. Oh, Tuileries plus Gluten-Free Baker. Yeah, that as well. Yep. If Tuileries Garden could come back, that would be really good. But I think the Clay Hut Extension is going to open up some nice options. So I'm hoping to get on Reedstone Food a couple times, at least twice, early, because I need 2 stone minimum. Because for my Master Renovator saves me 1 resource on the Reno, so it can save me Reed most likely, or stone, depending on what's more contested, what's more difficult for me to get. Yeah, normally I do like a little mic check before I start streaming. Obviously did not do that today. I'll have to make sure I cut off the start of the video, because yeah, there's no point in me playing a bunch of blank sound, because I can imagine what the YouTube comments will look like. Empty video? Alright, we're just sort of waiting on Alexandria, thinking about considering her minor options. Yeah, definitely getting a way of accumulating vegetables. It would be really good with Gluten-Free Baker. Having said that, there's some really good stuff here. Really good stuff. Milking Stool is really good. Clay Deposit's really good. Lettuce Patch is good. Crooked Plow is good. I think I'm going to take Crooked Plow. I'm not sure how early I'm going to fence. If I knew I was going to fence early, then I could Milking Stool, but I think Crooked Plow is the pick here, because with Crooked Plow, I only need to do Crooked Plow once with Noble, and then Plow Sow once or twice with Noble, and then there we go. There's all my 5 fields done very nicely. Yeah, I think Crooked Plow is the pick here. Oh, Almshouse. Nice. Very nice. Almshouse is exactly what I want. Actually, Almshouse plus Old Miser is going to help me get so much food in the early game. Because, like, Old Miser lets me only feed 2. So, okay, Almshouse, if I play Almshouse, say, in stage 2, that lets me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 food. So then I could beg 2 here, 2 here, 1 there. So 5 food in the early game. Yeah, that's a great pickup here. Almshouse is just a really nice card generally. And in fact, I could pretty much ignore wood in stage 1. because rather than doing 2 wood, I'd rather do Dragonfly Pond or Day Labor, realistically. So I can get 1 wood from my delivery man and then hopefully Reedstone Food a couple times. And I mean, Dragonfly Pond and Almshouse are 2 pretty good reasons to start player early on. So that's looking good. Looking good. So it's kind of interesting that Grotto came all the way around. I think Grotto plus Educator is just going to be too expensive to be worthwhile. But it's kind of an interesting possibility. Even if I don't... Yeah, there's just no way I'll ever have enough food to do both. Like, I don't have a way of getting multiple food with an action. The only reason I could take Grotto is if I, like, if the fireplace came, like, sheep came round 1 and then I got the fireplace in round 2, then I could take 3 sheep in round 3 and then maybe it would be okay to play Grotto. I could also think about something like Half-Timbered House, although if I'm only going to do 3 rooms, Half-Timbered House would probably only be worth 3 points, which is fairly marginal. For how expensive it is. Wormbait is kind of interesting, although I don't think I want to plow in the early game because it would tie me so closely to the fishing, which I don't think I want to do. I think I want to be doing like Reedstone Food instead. So Grotto or Half-Timbered House? We'll take Grotto here. I don't think I'm going to see a miner that's going to make me consider taking Grotto. Muddy Bog here is actually outstanding. It's really outstanding. 3 clay, which I need to reno and to build my clay room with clay hut extension. And then clay deposit for point sealing. And easy access to clay in a pinch. Alright. Well. I wish I had not taken gluten-free baker at this point, but speculating on something that's good for me I think is not awful. So Old Miser, if Old Miser saves me a couple actions, and those couple actions can go into clay deposit, like it'll, it might be worthwhile. I think I'll probably play Old Miser. I think it was one of the best ways of getting food early actually in the draft. Like aside from the day labor plus vegetable, that's what I was really hoping for. I was hoping I'd see that day labor plus vegetable card again. And then that plus gluten-free baker would have been an excellent way of getting vegetables and feeding throughout the game. And then actually, if I had those, then I could think about playing Grotto, because that would have been a very good way of getting food. Because each day labor action would have been 6 food with a bake move. I mean, I could still play gluten-free baker. Like maybe in round 13, 14 after I've sowed vegetables a couple times, but I'm probably not sowing until close to the end of the game, realistically. The Grotto can help me buy stone to reno if I'm in a pinch, or clay to reno if I'm in a pinch. So it's not unplayable, but I don't think it does exactly what I need. Also, starting 3rd here is kind of bad. But if I get occupation into Dragonfly Pond, then it's okay. But yeah, I really don't want 3 wood. 3 wood is pretty awful for me. So I'm not going to need wood for a while. I'd rather get wood from my delivery man to play Om's house than take it myself. Because I'm not going to use the build a room space, so I don't need wood for stables. Like the wood will just sit in my supply until I fence, which I'd rather put my actions into accelerating my game. Guess I made this a little wide. I can make it a little narrower. Oh, Alex took 3 wood. Excellent. So I get to do an occupation. So occupation, play educator, and then hopefully I can start player dragonfly pond. Phantom plays occupation branch collector. So then I play occupation educator. Good card. Barbarossa plays start player house goat. Lovely. So he's already first. Second action house goat. I mean, house goat is good. And it actually like destroys my dragonfly pond as well. I mean, I can hold on to the dragonfly pond, and I probably even start player first action next round, which is not great, but it is playable. Yeah. Should have taken house goat instead of dragonfly pond. Well. Barbarossa going for Reedstone food. So what did I pass Barbarossa that's making him do this? I'm not sure. I feel like I got all the Stonehouse cards passed to me. Noble, Master Renovator, Shepherd Boy. I feel like all the start player cards, or the Stonehouse cards, are in my hand. Oh, no one played an occupation, which is unusual. That's fine with me. First action start player is a pretty weak move, but I don't know, it gets me 2 food, it gets me Reedstone food next round. Barbarossa plays Pipe Smoker, so I'll play Delivery Man. So there's Pipe Smoker. Wonder if he has some way of doing it really efficiently. Oh, Tuileries Garden. Did he take Tuileries Garden and he's gonna play it very early? Don't you need 4 played occupations for Pipe Smoker? I would think you need something else to make that work. Or to make it worthwhile. And then Master Huntsman for Phantom. Kind of surprised that he hasn't taken Clay yet, because you really want a cooking hearth with Master Huntsman. Whoops, I actually didn't do my action. So, Day Labor seems fine. It's not great, but it's fine. So we'll Reedstone Food into Almshouse or Reedstone Food into 3 Food. Either of those would be fine. Alex takes 3 food. So if Alex takes 3 food, I should probably take food myself. Well, you know what? I don't need much food. I guess I have enough for 2 more occupations, which is what I really care about. I really care about playing lots of occupations. So let's Almshouse here. This is not great, but it's better than just taking 3 food, I think. Because it's like taking an extra... It's like taking 1 food at least, because I will want to play Almshouse before the end of Stage 2. So playing it in Stage 1 gets me 1 extra food compared to fishing. So the next occupation that's played, I'll play Old Miser. And then I only need to beg 2 in this harvest. So I'll first action Reedstone Food. Phantom does get clay finally, so we can cooking hearth. I wonder if Alex will go for the fireplace. Like, the sheep not coming till round 4 makes her fireplace quite a bit worse. Alexandria's fencing 4. Huh. I wonder if she's got Cat Lover. Took Cat Lover very highly, maybe. Why else would you want to make room for 2 animals this early? Like Dove Hunter, I guess. Another round with no occupations. That sucks. That's one problem the educator can have. What if your opponents just don't play? What if your opponents just don't play occupations? That can be a problem. Should I play Grotto here? Nope, Barbarossa's start player Corn Chief. Okay, so he's going to sow his 1 grain with his second action to activate his Pipe Smoker so we can build a room in round 5. Sure. Hopefully Phantom builds this round. Also, Barbarossa might get 6 wood passed to him just from the way this is gone. Like, I don't want to take 3 wood. What would I rather do instead of 3 wood? Play Grotto, take 4 food fishing, take 2 reed. 2 reed is not great, but it's fine. I do need... Well, yeah, 2 reed's really not good because I want to keep going on reedstone food. And the reed is not useful beyond the 3rd reed. Unless I'm going to build Basket Maker's Workshop, but that's like a pretty long ways off of knowing if I'm going to do that or not. Why is Alex taking 1 sheep? Oh, she's going to Dolly's mother with her second action? On Major Minor? That looks pretty bad. So, yeah. She's doing 2 1 sheep actions in this round. Alright, Fanta plays Fence Delivery Man. Good. I get to play my old miser. 1, 2, 3. So Fence Delivery Man. Classic card. Do I take clay here? Do I take the fishing food? Do I play grotto? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I buy the grotto every round, I can grow in round 9. Which, with Noble, I probably am just growing round 10, round 11. Although the clay hut extension... Playing the grotto seems like it has a very capacity to be like really amazing. Like it can do some... like if the grotto goes off, I'm just going to have like a really sweet game. Alright. So we'll beg 2. With Alms House. Alms House can let us beg 4 more times. Yeah, and if these guys are not going to play occupations, then I can I'll have lots of food for grotto. So 2 food by clay. Let's see if we can make this work. Also, what did Alex do with her second action? She just took 4 wood, right? Yeah, and then Barbarossa gets the first room in this round, which is scary for sure. But if Family Growth doesn't come till round 7, I think I have a very, very good chance to win. Because my Noble will just be an absolute monster in that case. So I'll take 5 food fishing as my first action, and then reedstone food or clay for my second action. So how much clay do I need? I need 2 for my Reno plus 4 for my clay hut extension. That's assuming I save a reed with Master Renovator. Yeah, this should be fine. I think I'll probably buy a stone, and I I could build the well. If I think I'm gonna get enough stone that I can replace it. Like, I only need 2 stone to hit the stone reno. Because I can save a stone with my master renovator, and I probably want to reed stone food enough times that I'll have another reed. So it'll be better for me to save the stone on reno rather than the reed. Alright, both the clay actions got taken. Fortunately, that actually makes me a lot happier about playing my grotto. Because my grotto is going to help me get clay. Three reed goes to Alex. Makes a lot of sense. So Phantom, maybe Reedstone Food, maybe Occupation here. Maybe 5 food cooking hearth, or 2 food fireplace, or 5 clay cooking hearth, or 2 clay fireplace to activate his branch collector and get another boar. Just need to make sure I'm leaving myself always open to playing a couple educator actions, because it looks like these guys are going to avoid playing occupations themselves as much as they can. Phantom's playing start player ladder. Okay, yeah, we're happy getting Reedstone Food. Very happy. And then 2 food by a stone. Or should I buy clay? Should I think about going for this sheep grab? Probably not, because Alex has got the... and you know what? I should not be buying the stone either. I should be buying the clay, because I need to hit my reno. There's ladder for Phantom. So if family growth comes out here, then Phantom's going to first action. No, he's not. Okay. What do I want to do? Reedstone Food again? Maybe? 4 wood is pretty good. Do I have the time for 4 wood? I probably have the time for 4 wood at this point. It's probably something I can afford to do. Phantom. So Alex could build a room. I wonder if we'll see what Alex does. We have some time. Okay, so now it's looking like I'm saving a clay on my reno, buying 1 more clay, and then I have 5 clay, 1 for the reno, 1 for clay hut extension. That looks fine. Just so long as I get to play Master Renovator. But we still got 2 full rounds, because Master Renovator comes out at the end of the work phase, and if nobody's looking likely to reno, I can always just reno myself. And the fact that I have to reno myself would hurt a bit, although I would be able to play Muddy Bog, and then I could get the clay that I would lose from Muddy Bog to play Clay Hut Extension. So there are options. Barbaros is thinking about how greedy he should be. Probably going to build a clay oven, I would think, with his pipe smoker. Grain field. Good way of getting some food. Ooh, plays Occupation Baker Servant. Okay, I will play Master Renovator. Cost me 2 food. So Baker's Servant, whenever you use a bake bread action, you get to plow a field. So he's going to build the clay oven, almost certainly. And then we've got Master Renovator for me. Pay one less resource. And then we've got Alex playing Wealthiest European. So I should respond to Wealthiest European by playing something myself. I'll play Shepherd Boy. Keep taking all the opportunities I can to play play cards. Ooh, Alex going for a ton of stone. Oh, there's Tower Builder out there. I wonder if someone's trying to lean into Tower Builder, and that's why they're doing this. 5 stone plus a reed. Well, I guess it lets her build the well. I don't know. I don't know how she's gonna feed. That one sheep action just... I'm confused about the one sheep action. I'll say that. 3 food traveling players is okay here. Wow, nobody built a room again. Phantom did not build a room. So Barbarossa does not have to start player to guarantee himself first growth. Oh, man. So I could start player Muddy Bog. Although I'd rather start player Clay Hut Extension at some point. Yeah. 3 food traveling players, sure. Food seems tight. 2 food by sea. So my grotto is empty at the end of round 8, which means I can family growth with it in round 9. Barbarossa Clay Ovens, yep. Doesn't even have to start player, which is a pretty good position to be in. But yeah, the fact that family growth came round 7 is just so good, because my noble is going to let me grow really easily in round 9 and round 10 and round 11. And round 12, I get plow sow, or I get family growth without room. So I'm going to go up to 5 family members really quickly. Have a ton of actions. Some of those actions will be really exceptional thanks to my noble. Yeah. I am happy that I took grotto here, because these guys are kind of avoiding occupation, and I'm getting more food than I expected to from like just random food grabs. So grotto is seeming like it'll be worth it. Like 10 food for space for a family member is probably not worth it, but then the fact that I'm getting resources which I need to pull off my early noble play, that's making it more worthwhile. I can put markers on the board. The only weird thing about doing that is it's not start a round. It's end of round that I can reno with Master Renovator. So I would definitely like to get a clay action so I can build a fireplace so that I can eat the food from Shepherd Boy once it starts coming in. What's Phantom going to do here? He should build a room. If he doesn't build a room, I'll be very confused, because he wants to set up growing round 8. But maybe Tower Builder. Maybe someone's really wanting to make Tower Builder work. Might be Phantom. He has passed up on what seem like good opportunities to build, so I don't know. If he takes 3 wood, then he can double build. But if he takes 3 wood, then Alexandria is going to double build ahead of him. So I'm not sure. Not sure what's going to happen here. That seems kind of late. She wants to start player. I guess it was the last action of the round, which makes it a bit better. Alex is going to star player Dolly's mother. So we were right that she did have Dolly's mother. Does not make taking one sheep worthwhile, unfortunately. There you go. You got it. Yeah. Because Alexandria has turn priority now. And now she's going to Basket Maker's Workshop with her first move. Ooh, that's... I have no idea what's going on here. And then Barbarossa doesn't even have to first action Family Growth with round 7 Family Growth. Yeah, this is a problem. We're going to take the clay. We want the clay for the cooking hearth. Yeah. Then my second action can be Reedstone Food. What would my second action be if Reedstone Food does not come back? 3 wood, I guess. Which is not great, but it's okay. Oh, I forgot to take the clay off of Grotto. Wow. Adoptive parents. I guess I should play Noble here. May as well. But the fact that Barbarossa got to play adoptive parents into Family Growth with the first Family Growth in round 7 is scary. There's my Noble. So there's the reason for this. The Noble is the payoff card. Everything else is just kind of filler, but the Noble is the payoff card. It's the card that is going to make this line worthwhile and give it a chance to win. So Reedstone Food goes to Alex. Okay. Alex needs food, I suppose. I could take a grain, I guess. Or I could take stone. Stone helps me get the well. No, I should just build the 2 clay fireplace, shouldn't I? Right? Or should I build the 5 food cooking hearth? I have 1 extra clay in my supply. Right? I have this clay as well. Because I just took 4 clay. I'm at 10. Did I take 3 clay at some point? I must have, right? I think I took 3 clay at like in round 4. When did I take clay before? Fish. Reedstone Food. Reedstone Food. Take food. I just took 4 clay. Oh, so Reedstone Food is blocked. So why? Okay. That's weird. Let me figure out my clay. I think my clay might be wrong. When did I take clay? Oh, I've gotten 2 clay out of my delivery man. That's what it is. Right. Right. Wait, 4 plus 2 plus 3. I never took clay. Yeah, my clay is from my delivery man. I should only have 9. Okay. I could start player Muddy Bog here, although if I start player, I'm going to really run out of stuff to do. I'll buy my grotto now while it's up. I guess I need food, right? I need food in order to be able to play buy the last grotto resource in round 10 or in round 8. So taking sheep is a way of getting 2 food. Could just take wood. Yeah, there'll be more ways of getting food next round. It's kind of annoying that Alex's first action took Basket Maker's Workshop, but hey, whatever. Whatever. Beg to save to Miser. Can take 2 more begs. Artist Garden, yeah, really good here. And then I'm going to Reno, and I pay 1 clay, 1 reed to Reno. So I can afford to buy the 5 clay cooking hearth. But if I don't, then I could think about doing pottery. I played in round 4, still 1 stone left. One thing, Noble actually says just occupied. It doesn't say occupied by other players. So I could double family growth in round 10. And then I'd have 4 actions in round 11. Because I'm thinking I could first move start player here. Start player clay hut extension. And then family growth next round. But then how would I feed? And how would I buy my other stuff? It's probably... Well, okay, I definitely want to get the clay hut extension out before... Yeah. Let's just do this. Play it safe. And then second action, fireplace or 3 food fishing or reedstone food. Reedstone food's not enough. I'm going to family growth in round 9. And family growth, I'm going to need to feed 5. I can beg 2. And Old Miser means I only need to pay 2. So actually I don't need any food. I only need food for... buying the last... I need 2 food for the last grotto resource, which I can pick up in round 9 probably. Alexandria builds the well, so let's see. Well's in check. Here's my clay hut extension. Yeah, Alexandria first action building major improvements is pretty annoying. Yeah. Especially when Renault's available. Oh well. That happens. Phantom's playing Family Growth Diary. Well, I think I'd probably just take 4 wood. Because 4 wood's like the best action on the board. And yeah, and Major Miner's blocked, so... And I could probably get a better food action next. I could probably get 3 food on Traveling Players next round, or potentially 4 food on Fishing. So I don't need to take 3 food here. Yeah, Barbaros is going to be able to build again and grow again, which is scary. So that forces me into first action Family Growth here. And I'll play Muddy Bog. The clay might not be relevant, but it might be. Maybe I build the pottery. If I could build the pottery. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot about Churchwarden. I'm playing towards Churchwarden. Yes. Oh, man. I'm so happy I took Grotto. Because, yes, Churchwarden is in the game. And Churchwarden on a 3-room house, you can, if round 12 is Family Growth, and I could have gotten the Churchwarden bonus, but if Churchwarden was round 13, then... Or if Family Growth came around 13 and I did not play Grotto, I would not have been able to do that. So, alright, that seems good. So I should take 4 food Fishing if it comes back. But Phantom needs food, so I'd be kind of surprised if he doesn't take it. Although there is 6 food from Boar. So maybe he'll go for the Boar instead. Yeah, so Alexandria does have Cat Lover. It's too late. I'm sorry, Alex. It's way too late. It's nice that you have the well. It's nice that you have your feeding set up. But I think it's too late. Because the rest of us are just going to explode past you. So Duck Pond, and then there's Cat Lover. It's a good card. But yeah, not enough. I don't think. Four food came back, which is nice. Buy stone. Miser saves 3 food, last 2 bags for Almshouse. Almshouse was just like the perfect card for me to get here. Like, this is ridiculous. And then I'm going to go to a stone house. 1 reed, 2 stone. Mr. Tears says, what do you have specifically that means you'll explode past her? So what I have is I have way more actions, Mr. Tears. I'm at 3 people when she's at 2. She still has to spend an action to build her rooms. And then and then also I have more I'll have way more actions. Also, I have Noble, which has a very powerful ongoing effect. It lets me use actions even if my opponents are blocking them. So she's just not going to have enough time now to get her fencing up. She just needs too much. She needs a fireplace. Because she needs a way to eat those sheep. She needs to grow her family. She probably needs to start player to get on grow, because Phantom still can grow. Barbarossa is going to first action grow here. So if Barbarossa is going to first action grow, Alex has to start player to get growth next round, which means she's using her first actions twice in a row on the family growth queue in round 10 and 11. That's extremely late when you only have 2 actions. Like, she doesn't have enough time to get all the actions that she needs. Conversely, I've got all my rooms done. All I have to do now is take wood to get my fencing done and to play my crooked plow, and then I just need to take crops and take points. Like, my actions, I'm going to have to dedicate my good actions to getting resources, and she's going to have to dedicate her good actions to non-accumulating action spaces. Yeah, I got 4 stone here. I think building the pottery will be good. I think that's something I should look to do. Ooh, Phantom playing the joinery here. I don't love that. He needs wood. I guess he has Fence Delivery Man. So Fence Delivery Man saves him somewhat, but don't love it. But yeah, definitely pottery with my muddy bog and with my clay deposit looks like a good option. I wonder if Barbarossa will get enough clay to reno clay hut extension. And if he does, and then he has half-timbered house, that's going to be very scary. It means Barbarossa will have a really high scoring game. Yeah, I think I probably need the pottery just for the point ceiling. Also, I need it for feeding. Well, for feeding, I do have the fireplace that I could build, or the cooking hearth. Because I only need 4 food in the next harvest, which I have 2 food on my farm already, and I'll eat a sheep if I build a cooking hearth, or I'll eat a clay if I get pottery. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, the person I'm concerned about here is Barbarossa, and it's not even close. Like, he has so many actions. He probably has half-timbered house. So if he can hit a 5-room stone house, yeah, that's going to be a problem. Because his baker servant is going to give him a ton of plow actions. He took milking stool as well. Like, milking stool is an excellent card. It kind of sucked that I had to pass it. Now, he will have a hard time fencing. He's not going to be able to fence for a little while. But, you know, if Alexandria and Phantom don't value wood actions appropriately, like if Alex start players into family growth, well, that's action she's not using to take food, right? Or to take wood. Yeah, start player clay roof here. She needed she should have clay roofed instead of cat lover, waiting for cat lover so long. Because clay roof can save you on... The big advantage of cat lover is it can save you on reed, and clay roof can save you on reed as well. It lets you pay clay, which clay comes into the game faster than reed does. It's 6 wood. Definitely not passing Barbarossa 6 wood. Definitely not. Also, I have a sheep because I renoed with my shepherd boy. So that's really good. So I can look to fence 15 and then family growth. Yeah, lots of extra wood in the game. Yeah. Fence liverman, pipe smoker, cat lover. Yep. Me not building a wood room. Delivery man puts 3 wood in. Yeah, see, Barbarossa gets 4 wood here, which probably, I think Phantom probably should have taken 6 wood, and then I take 4 wood. Alexandria should have... Well, it makes sense. She does need to grow, but, like, really, Alexandria needs to be taking good wood actions. Or if you're in a... Sorry, what I should say is, if you're in a winning position, you should have the ability to take wood. So I'll fence here. Fence and then family growth. Fence lets me hold my sheep for next round, plus it'll let me take 2 cattle, 2 boar, that kind of thing, which I want to do anyways. I know Alexandria is going to first action grow her family, so Phantom will have the choice to take a couple cattle, but then I'll get 2 boar, and then I'll have a breeding pair of sheep and boar in my farm for the round 11 harvest, which is a fantastic position to be in. I could save a couple wood to be able to play my crooked plow, but then I'd have to fence again later, and I'd rather just maybe start player at some point. Oh, Phantom played the pottery. That's too bad. I would have liked to have played the pottery myself. So now stone oven, I really should have my eye on building the stone oven for 3 points, because otherwise I won't have any use for this stone. Yeah, it makes sense. Branch Collector's getting him wood for building the pottery. Master Huntsman gets him a boar. Yeah, it makes sense. I don't know. I still think he should have taken 6 wood. I think 6 wood is the better play, but it happens. Let's clay deposit. And clay deposit's an IDEC miner, so we're going to take from... Where? Oh, Dex. IDEC. Clay deposit to board. So that's going to put a bunch more clay into the game. But it gives me the option to take 2 bonus points, which is going to raise my point ceiling. And I want to be able to raise my point ceiling. Probably not in round 11, but round 12, 13, 14, I definitely would consider using an action for clay deposit. Yeah, but little sad. Like, Barbarossa's really happy to see clay deposit because Barbarossa wants to take 2 really good clay actions because he wants to take enough clay to reno to a clay house, and then he wants to take enough clay to play clay house extension. So giving Barbarossa access to that clay earlier is a little sad, but hey, maybe he won't even go for it. Maybe he'll just focus on getting family growth even without room. Or maybe he has some other way of growing his family, like ninja or whatever. Or maybe he has, Backstreet Moneylender. What's that card called now? Debt Collector. Debt Collector. Well, it hasn't been Backstreet Moneylender for like 6 years, but that was the way I learned it originally. Yeah, so I have 4 actions, which is the same as Barbarossa, except the big advantage I have over him is one of my actions is unblockable. However, Barbarossa has Baker's Servant that kind of makes his actions unblockable. He also has way more crops than I do, but I have my fencing done, so I can take the animals. So we're both in really good positions, but we're kind of doing opposite of each other, so it's going to be difficult for us to interfere with each other and for it to be effective. Probably what's going to be more important is how much do Alexandria and Phantom interfere with us. Like, does Phantom let me get 2 cattle, 2 boar, for example? If I get 2 cattle, 2 boar, I think the game's just over. And then Alexandria first action takes wood. She's forgotten that Phantom can grow, I'm sure. Wait, I meant to family growth. Yeah, no kidding. That's the problem. Sometimes you overthink it. You just gotta play. You just gotta play normal. I'll pass to Alexandria, let her fix it. Like Alexandria's already on the slower side. Like she's playing 41-second turns, which is really slow. I mean, I'm playing pretty slow as well, almost 30 seconds. But I think my game was pretty complicated until now. I had a lot of effects and stuff, and I'm not much slower than Barbarossa and Phantom. Although high 20s is quite slow for this point in the game. Although usually once you get more actions, then the game picks up because it becomes a lot more obvious what the best moves are. But she's new at the game, and I don't mind like new players taking a bit longer, and I don't mind letting new players take back obvious mistakes because I don't want them to every turn think, am I making an obvious mistake here? Does Phantom start player hammock now? No, takes the cattle. I'll get the boar. I would like 5 food traveling players. I would like 3 food sheep into fireplace. I would like plow. I would like vegetable. Basically, I need 2 food, and then I need to start developing crops. So plow, vegetable, grain, that kind of thing. And we're expecting Phantom will probably start player hammock. I would think. Yeah, another difference between Barbarossa and I get -5 points at the end of the game from my old miser, which Barbarossa does not. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Probably depends how much wood he can get over the course of the game. That's not what I get. I googled it and the DW means don't worry. And Urban Dictionary also here. Now, Google is personalized to a certain extent, but yeah, that's not what I see, but that's okay. Also, Alexandra put all this effort into her cat lover and then only built one room. Like, not good. She needed to build multiple rooms so that she can family growth multiple times to hit the Church Warden bonus. Actually, I wonder who has Church Warden. It might not get played at this point. That's possible. So all the animals are gone. 3 wood would be good for me. 5 food traveling players. Yeah, 3 wood lets me play Crooked Plow. Phantom plays Immigrant Son. I could gluten-free baker, but there's really no need for me to do it with this move. I have options for my feeding, so I think I will take the 3 wood to block Barbarossa from getting 3 wood. Yeah, I do want 5 food traveling players, but like building fireplace is okay because I get lots of sheep. So like if I don't breed sheep this harvest, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, pretty sure if I just keep aggressively taking wood, that'll help keep Barbarossa's score down. Although he does have Pipe Smoker, which is going to get him at least 4 more wood. I have never played Cat Lover before, however what? Oh, there's the hammock. Yes, you did. I would tend to agree. Yeah, round 4 sheep coming out was bad for her, but also definitely should not have. Yeah. Yeah, because she had to then go play Dolly's mother, and yeah. It does let you play Dolly's mother, but yeah, it was not good. To get a 3 resource discount on building one. Getting an early growth is really important. Well, should I plow or should I vegetable here? Probably plow. And then I feed 4. That did not go down 4. I was at 7. Yes, I should be at 4. Breed. Okay, let's hope this works out. So we probably want to start player at some point. Start player crooked plow. Maybe in round 13 to get plow so round 14. Although I don't know if I want to be a start player because I don't want to give Barbarossa priority over Reno actions. So maybe start player round 12 would be good. Especially if round 12 is not family growth and round 13 is going to be family growth, start player to get round 13 family growth seems like a good plan, because then I'm the only one who can get it, and then that might keep Barbarossa and Phantom off of it. Although adoptive parents, Barbarossa can family growth in round 14 and use adoptive parents to hit Church Warden. So then I'd be passing Barbarossa plow. So I'm not sure what I should do. I think, though, I will start player crooked plow here. Yes. And then I can use my noble on family growth. I forgot to pick up all my stuff. Yeah, I need to start building my rooms and things as well, or building my majors. So stone oven, fireplace, that kind of thing. And I need to take crops. I need to do all of those things. I might even start player first action, take 2 cattle. That might be what I want to do. It would suck passing Barbarossa family growth, but I'm going to pass Barbarossa family growth either way, aren't I? There's the under gardener. I wondered where that guy was. Almost came back. Oh man. What was in that pack with under gardener? Was it Old Miser? It might have been Old Miser. Yeah, and then I could have under gardenered and played gluten-free baker. That would have been an interesting game. Oh, look at all this clay. Yeah. Let's get my crooked field plow off while I have time. Barbarossa might take 1 boar. No, you know what? He's not going to take 1 cattle because he's got house goat. I wonder if he's going to build stone oven. If he's got half timbered house, that stone oven, half timbered house are pretty close in terms of value. Yeah, I could take the crops next round. I should build the fireplace here. Not getting the fireplace might mean I starve, so... Although stone oven is pretty good. It would be good for Barbarossa as well, because it gets him another plow action. Also, there's clay deposit. I think probably clay deposit I'll use in round 13 and round 14. Yeah, because I'm gonna... I'll major minor cooking hearth here. Yeah, because no one can build the stone oven yet. So major minor cooking hearth and then family growth. I'll explain building a couple more rooms. Yeah, it's too late. Because she's not going to get enough plows off. But fun nonetheless. So probably maybe wooden strongbox to make the 6th room worth it. Because she almost certainly is not going to be able to reno. Yep, that's fine. Yeah, I'm going to have a very high scoring farm. Old Miser's going to hurt somewhat, but I will have a high scoring farm for sure. Because I'm going to have a lot of animal points. Especially if I get 2 cattle next round. If I get 2 cattle, I'm going to be in a really good spot. And then after I take 2 cattle, the rest of the game is all about setting up a monster plow sow action in round 14. That's all. That's entirely the rest of my game, is setting up that plow sow action. So I'll be interested to see if Barbarossa takes 1 cattle here. If he does, I'm not sure what my first move should be. Take 1 cattle myself. First action, take a cattle with plow sow and family growth available. Yeah, that'd be kind of scary. Noble family growth. Let's see what Barb does here. I'm interested to see. Looks like he's doing sow bake. Makes sense, he needs food. Also, look at that crop score. Very good. Very good. Go like that. Baker's servant is very strong. Yes, it is. Yeah. Phantom say Baker's servant is very strong. You can do anything if you have 0 pressure on family growth with your second action round 7. Like, you can do anything you want. Anything is good in that scenario. So I'll take vegetable here. I could maybe take sheep just to deny them for Barbarossa, but I do need crops myself. So take vegetable, take grain, take vegetable with noble, and then clay deposit, something like that. Oh man, and he's got grain. So okay, GG. GG, nice game. Okay. Take grain. Yeah, so this is a game where the fact that I didn't plan on building and growing on a wood room meant that I lost the game to the only other person who did so competently. And I'm sorry to Phantom and Alex if you're watching, but um, I think you'll be able to look at your final scores and look at Barbarossa and my final score and see pretty clearly that your game plans were not leading to a victory. So that's just the way that is. And it happens. Two, 4, 6, 0, 1. That's fun. Should I plow sow and then clay deposit? Alex plays 24601. Yeah, not really paying attention, is she? Just kind of doing random stuff at this point. Yeah, I guess I could noble plow sow here. Noble plow sow and then clay deposit for 2 points. Yeah, the fact that he got to grain cell and then resow is just disgusting. Maybe I should have responded by sowing myself, but I think I needed to take the other. Hadn't taken grain yet, right? And he's going to get to double Reno because Alexandria is never going to be able to Reno, so that means he's guaranteed a Reno action in round 14 because I went to stone too early. Yeah, so basically I'm not playing a strategy that interferes with Barbarossa enough, so I lose because of that. Because my opponents are not interfering with him at all. Clay deposit for 2 points. So yeah, I'll end up with a good score, but it's not going to be close to Barbarossa's, I don't think. Phantom playing Yeoman Farmer. Yeah, Noble's good. Noble's fantastic in a game where there's lots of competition, but in a game where there's not, it's obviously has not done too much for me. Eat 2 sheep. You don't say. You don't say. Yeah, Noble is fantastic in a game where there's lots of competition, like lots of competition over actions and family growth and everything. But this is not a game where there was that much competition because the action spaces were fairly easy to get on. Certainly, it helped me. It helped me get my 4th family growth, right? But beyond that, I mean, it's been okay. And Phantom just did first action. Take stone. I guess it gets him his Reno. But yeah, not great. So vegetable lets me do stuff with gluten-free baker, but I'm gonna run out of space to hold animals, so I don't need the food from gluten-free baker. I need points. So I should be taking points, and grain is points. Yes, vegetables only worth 1 point. Yeah, because I'm going to end up eating sheep. I could take wood and then build stables. Well, so I'm definitely going to do a plow sow action. And then I think I can probably double clay deposit. And then I'll have one free move, which could be a 1 point vegetable move. Oh, stone oven. Of course, I'm going to play stone oven. Yeah, so stone oven, plow sow, double clay deposit for 4 points. Yeah, so I'll have a good farm, but it's not going to be enough to beat Barbarossa's. Oh, what am I saying? I can't noble clay deposit and plow sow. I can't do both of those things. That's not allowed. So yeah, my last move will probably just be worth 0 points in all likelihood. Yeah, too bad I didn't get the vegetable out earlier. I pretty much took gluten-free baker, banking on Undergardener coming back, which it almost did. Almost, but not quite. Yeah, so I'll eat 2 sheep. That's my 6 food. So what else was in that pack that I passed with the gluten-free baker? I don't remember. I don't remember what I took gluten-free baker over. I mean, getting Om's House was really good. I got some good cards myself. Om's House was great. I wonder what Phantom first picked. Immigrant Son, Fence Delivery Man. Don't know if I'd take either of them over. Well, Noble. I guess Noble's play. The time when you can play Noble is kind of narrow. It's not always it's not universally good. As a first pick, it's a build around, but if you don't get the support for the build around, then it's quite a bit worse. Take my 2 point clay deposit. because I don't have too many other points left, do I? Yeah, nothing else is worth points to me. I could do stables, and then stables would let me hold more animals. But that would only get me 3 points at most for 2 actions. So better just to do a bunch of 2-point actions. Although maybe I should have done it at the end here. But I thought there was a chance that I could get 1 vegetable. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm out of moves. Global bonuses I could play for. Opponents that I could kind of screw with. Take a cattle, I guess. Have way more food than I know what to do with. Yeah, there's half-timbered house. Yeah, knew that was coming. Got it, what, with his 7th pick? Or, yeah, 7th, because I think I saw it 6th. Very nice for Barbarossa. Yeah, this is also what I don't like about EIK games, is this kind of similar. I feel like this situation happens more often, where you have like 2 players who are like far ahead of each other, far ahead of the rest of the pack, and then the player that plays for their family growth is the one who can win. Now, having said that, in EIK there's not cards like Noble and other stuff, but there is Educator. And certainly with Educator, you don't normally get first family growth because you're setting up your feeding engine and getting all your occupations out. I don't really need to wait. I can just do my plow sow action here. It's not like it's going to surprise anyone. Not anyone who's paying attention, at least. Alright, then I can feed 5. And then breed, breed, breed. Feed 5. And then I score whatever I score plus 1, because 6 minus 5. So it'll probably be around 50, but not enough to touch Barbarossa. Oh, 49. 49's... Yeah, it's around 50. I guess I was right about that. Yeah, so I end up second, but I am 8 points behind Barbarossa, so really not close. Yeah. The quality of card in this game was quite high, I have to say. So like even like so Alexandria's draft was probably pretty bad. Like Dolly's Mother is good. Clay Roof is good. Wooden Strongbox can be good. I think Cat Lover is good. I think Wealthiest European can be good. But like looking at Phantom's farm is like actually pretty respectable. Like he had a fine farm. Master Huntsman is good. Fence Liveryman, Immigrant Son. Like he has a pretty nice farm actually. And like my cards, like Shepherd's Boy is a little weak. Master Renovator might be a bit weak. Old Miser's probably pretty weak, but I mean my miners are good. And Barbarosas are obviously really exceptional. House Goat, Artist Garden, Duck Pond, Milking Stool, all exceptional. His occupations are actually not great. Grain Cellar is really good. Baker Servant is good, but it needs support. Pipe Smoker and Adoptive Parents, I think, are okay. They're fine playables, but not outstanding. Maybe it was just the minor improvements were really good. So what did I take ahead of... What did I take Gluten-Free Baker for? 337, 128. So first pick Educator, obvious, and I took Noble ahead of Grain Cellar. Grain Cellar's power is quite a bit higher than Noble, which is interesting. But, I mean, Noble is obviously really strong. But in this particular game, maybe it was not. Then I took Delivery Man ahead of Baker Servant. I was kind of thinking that... I guess I was thinking about Master Renovator coming back at this point, right? So I took Delivery Man thinking it's a card that gets me clay for my Master Renovator, which it did. Maybe taking Baker Servant was a more reliable play, though. So I took Gluten-Free Baker ahead of Forest Farmer. Forest Farmer would have been pretty good at the end. Imagine if I'd been able to plow sow, and every time I plowed sowed and jumped to 2-point clay action, I would have got at least an extra 4 points, I think. That would have been pretty strong if I'd done that. Yeah, and it probably would not have cost me too much more food. Yeah, and I had actions at the end to get food anyways, so yeah, probably I can score higher if I do that. Take Forest Farmer ahead of Gluten-Free Baker. But I was hoping that what was it? What did I pass? Where's Under Gardener? I was hoping that Under Gardener would come back. And Under Gardener is the 5th best card in this pack by power. I guess I kind of got confused. I think that Under Gardener was in this pack, and instead it was in this pack. So I couldn't take Under Gardener and Master Renovator with the same move. So maybe that was a mistake. I kind of drafted for 2 cards that were in the same pack. Old Miser's power is 3. That's sad. Tower Builder would not have been good this game because of what Alex did, but Tower Builder with Clay Hut Extension, that would have been quite nice if I could have waited for that to come out. And I got Master Renovator back and passed Pipe Smoker. Power 3 for Pipe Smoker. I guess it means it's undervalued, right? Drafted between 4th and 5th. Power 3 means it's undervalued. So yeah, House Goat. I know House Goat is better than Dragonfly Pond, but I was thinking about Dolly's mother coming back, which maybe I should not have. Took Clay Hut Extension over Clay Roof. Muddy Bog power 5. Artist Garden power 4. I know those are both really good. Twillery's Garden never got played. Took Crooked Plow here. Did I need Crooked Plow? Milking Stool is point ceiling. I mean, I didn't know I was going to get as many plow actions as I did with Noble. I don't know. Yeah, maybe should have taken Milking Stool here. Almshouse was obviously amazing. Grotto, I think, ended up really well. Like, I don't think I could take Half Timbered House here. Now, if I had taken, like, Tower Builder, then I take Half Timbered House here. Then I go for a 4-room stone house instead of Grotto. Muddy Bog at power 5.1. Yikes. Yeah. I don't know. I think it was maybe just a bit of a weird draft. Phanton. Phantom, not Phantom. What am I doing? I can't spell. So you first picked Master Huntsman. I think Master Huntsman is good. Maybe I would do Grain Cellar, because Grain Cellar and then Pipe Smoker should come back. That's probably what I would have been thinking with this pack. But there's also Noble Master Renovator, so he could have done that route. The route that I ended up taking. Second pick, Immigrant Son. Yeah, makes sense. So Fence Deliveryman here. Chimney Sweep. Wow. Power 4.3. It's much higher than I expected. But yeah, if you take... So say you had taken Grain Cellar, and then you're hoping for Pipe Smoker back, then you can take Forest Farmer here. Yeah, and then he took Reed Buyer, which is really bad. Okay, that was not a good pick. But the rest of those cards were not really relevant. I guess Old Miser was, but... Sure. Yeah, Pipe Smoker. Interesting. Pipe Smoker with the Grain Cellar was obviously really good. And he first picked Ladder here. Clay Roof, Clay Hut Extension, Muddy Bog, all available. Yeah, it was probably not a good pick. So Golden Rose. So see, here's where you take Golden Rose if you had taken the other stuff. But since you didn't, probably Lettuce Patch, Milking Stool, Hammock. So if you know about Churchwarden, Hammock makes sense. But I don't know. Yeah. Now what did Alexandria do? First pick, Wealthiest European. Yeah, Wealthiest European, it can be good. And then took Cat Lover. I don't know. Hard to evaluate this draft. Wonder if she's using the power extension. Tower Builder went undrafted. That's surprising. First pick, Quarry, which we never saw. Melon Patch is good. Yeah, there were some good cards in this draft. Dolly's Mother. Yeah, Dolly's Mother is probably fine. Clay Roof is really good. Yeah. Yeah, maybe the power of the cards is maybe just quite high. Anyways, that's going to be all for me. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this little video. I'll stream tomorrow. For sure. I'm not sure when tomorrow, but definitely tomorrow. Maybe later tonight, but certainly tomorrow. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.